watching Carlisle's Picks. Anywhere you see superbikes, you're going to see Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha. And then every once in a while, you might see something different, like perhaps the KTM RC8 R. The new kid on the block that says to the Japanese manufacturers, watch out. First, let's go through the numbers. 173 horsepower. It's a 6-speed transmission. It's got dry sump lubrication. It's liquid cooled. It's got a wet multidisc clutch, which is hydraulically operated. The frame is a tubular space frame. For the braking system, you have a 320 millimeter disc in the front, and that's going to feature a twin disc brake system, which is radially mounted with 4 pistons and floating brake discs. In the rear, you have 220 millimeter single disc brakes with 2 piston brake caliper and a fixed brake disc. The bike weighs 405.6 pounds with no fuel. KTM says this bike has one of the most powerful V-twin engines of our times and the best chassis in the world. They say it has the precision to cut out the others when entering the corner, with the power and traction to pull away from them exiting the corner, with the feedback and ergonomics to enjoy the 1190 RC8R 2013 to the fullest. Well, I haven't had a chance to ride this motorcycle on the track yet, so all I can say now is it definitely looks great. And more importantly, I really love the way it pulls from as low as 3,000 RPMs. You heard me right. From as little as 3,000 RPMs, this bike is ready to go. And that's what you get with V-twin torque. And now let's talk with the new owner of the new KTM RC8R and see what he thinks about the bike so far.
You know, when I first saw it, I fell in love with the bike. I just couldn't believe it. Unlike, let's say, the ZX-10 or the BMW, this is not a top-end bike. Very fun to ride around on the street. Awesome track bike as well. But the torque, you know, very low-end torque. It's a twin, 2-cylinder, so it's not like your typical inline 4. Probably one of the best handling bikes I've ever been on. You know, I've been on several sport bikes. You know, I've been on the CBR, I've been on the ZX-10, I've been on the R1. This is probably the best handling bike that I've been on. And as far as the brakes, probably the best brakes I've ever used on a sport bike. And you know, that's probably due to the master cylinder as well as the calipers being Brembo. Last bike I had is known as the Gen 3 ZX-10. I had an 09, which was a great bike. Don't get me wrong, great bike. But I actually think this bike handles and brakes better than the 09 ZX-10. Doesn't have the power up top like the ZX-10, but definitely handles and brakes much better. You can't just base the bike on styling and purchase it, even though some people do that, you know, cars or whatever. I wanted to make sure that, you know, I was comfortable on the bike as well. So, you know, after I fell in love with the styling, I did like most, or like some, because, you know, not everybody has the opportunity to attend the International Motorcycle Show, but I attended one in New York, sat on the bike, fell in love with it. And, you know, unlike other sport bikes, a lot of things are adjustable on this bike. You know, the handlebars, the foot pegs, the swing arm.
So what's my take on this new KTM RC8R? Well, not quite convinced just yet. Definitely piqued my interest, but the fact that it looks great, the fact that it's adjustable is certainly not enough for me to justify the cost. When I buy a sports bike, when I buy a sports car, what I'm buying is excitement. So I try to match up the level of excitement that the vehicle is going to deliver with the cost. And right now, based on what I've seen so far, I don't have enough experience yet to see if the excitement matches the cost. So I'm going to try to see if I can get a KTM RC8R to get on the racetrack or something like that, so I can really take the bike through its paces and give you my feedback on the bike when you really push it and when you really get into that fun factor, that excitement zone. Only then will I be able to tell you my true feelings about the KTM RC8R. So I'll just leave it with quite an impressive entry into the superbike market, but I'm still waiting for my own personal experience to see if this bike delivers on the goods.